Hi everybody, today is December 28th, 2013. They had a 5.1 earthquake there off of El Hierro, the Canary Islands. There's speculation that a new eruption may be brewing off this volcano. Now there's some fake, false prophets out there claiming this thing has erupted and they're evacuating people, and that's not happening yet. But what caught my eye about this earthquake is its seismic signature. It looked more like a man-made event. It doesn't look anything like what an earthquake would look like. It should have some activity prior to when the energy was released, and it doesn't show that. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. It shows how the earthquake starts out small and then gradually gets bigger and then starts tapering off. Here's another example of an earthquake. Starts out small, builds up to a certain point, and then tapers off. It just doesn't go bam. Here's a close-up of the signature of the 5.1. You can see it's small and just goes bam. Another one shortly after, I believe it was a 3 point something, 3.6 maybe. Though not as strong, it makes me very suspicious. On IGN, they don't show all the earthquakes that they've been having there off of El Hierro or on El Hierro. Evidently now only the ones that are being felt by the people that live in these different areas. It was evidently 11 kilometers in depth. Now interesting, here's the location right there of this 5.1. And I was doing a chart last year of all these different earthquakes, the distance from the one point of El Hierro. You can see here's a large list of all the earthquakes. Here's another image of the location. The island's about 2 kilometers high, or 2,000 meters. It was formed by 3 volcanoes in each area that slowly filled in. These bays here were formed by landslides. One of the largest tremors ever recorded on the volcanic island, a magnitude 5.1 earthquake, struck offshore at about 12:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 5:46 p.m. local time. Residents on the island reported strong shaking, and the quake was felt throughout the Canary Islands, according to news reports. The quake's epicenter was about 9 miles, or 15 kilometers deep, and that has now been changed to just 11 kilometers in depth. As I reported yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, the earthquake eruption risk for El Hierro was raised to yellow. Now what this means is activity is increasing at the volcano, but no eruption is imminent. Parts of El Hierro have swelled to nearly 3 inches in the past week, with the growth centered between El Pinar and La Restinga. Now this is the center. La Restinga is down here, and El Pinar, probably pronouncing it wrong, is off in this area. More than 550 earthquakes have rattled the island between Monday and Wednesday, also centered on La Restinga. Off on the side of this island, the volcano, in this area here, is where the eruption occurred last time. Many reports claim that it was a new volcano, but it wasn't. It was actually an eruption off the side of this island. There has been about 30 earthquakes that were greater than a magnitude 3. Here's some images of the different magma chambers. Okay, we got 15 kilometers, 7 kilometers, and 5 kilometers. As I've stated before, they're not going to evacuate the island until the earthquakes get to this level here. Now 5 kilometers would be 3 miles below the ocean of the floor where the island starts to rise up out of. So what's happening right now is this magma is on the move from a much deeper depth, coming up into these areas here, and that's what's creating the earthquakes. But like I said, this is not a typical earthquake image. The greatest danger is not really so much of a volcanic eruption, but one of these points actually falling off and creating a giant tsunami that scientists estimate could be as high as a mile high, that would reach the eastern seaboard anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. Alright, bookmark my site. I'll keep you up to date. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.